Day 14. We're almost at the halfway point of our trip. Makes me kind of sad, but it's been a pretty awesome trip. I can remember things vaguely happening in the past, although it was only 14 days ago. And so now we are currently in Osaka, walking to Osaka Castle. We just had breakfast, as you saw from the previous footage. That was all provided by the all provided by the hotel for free. So next stop, Osaka Castle. I think he probably surfs. We are close. I can sense it. Osaka Castle is in our presence. Oh, there it is. We're about to enter Osaka Castle. We're on the outer moat. This is one of the 3 big castles in Japan. The others being, I believe, Matsumoto Castle and Himeji Castle. But I'm not 100% sure. You could probably Google it and find out. We also went to the Emperor's Palace. At least I did on my previous trip with Will. We'll probably see it again this time with Pam, because she didn't see it last time because she'd be sad.
I wasn't here.
She'd be very sad. Look how thick those gates are to one of the entrances compared to the iPhone. That's to keep out Girl Scout girls selling Girl Scout cookies.
Girls out of here.
Yeah. Your coworker Janie would appreciate that. Behind me is Osaka Castle. And as I mentioned before, it's one of the big 3. So the Emperor used this castle as his summer home when he was trying to get away from the trials and tribulations of Tokyo. Now, as you saw previously, there's a lot of moats and walls. That was to keep out not only the Girl Scouts trying to sell Girl Scout cookies, but Jehovah's Witnesses, because you know those guys never leave once they get in your house. Anyhow, that White House is the main residence of the Emperor, and it was, you know, restored during the Meiji Restoration back in 1628, and he lived there with his family and 5 concubines. And so the samurai lived on the lower floors and out here, where they tended the fields and guarded the castle until there was an emergency. Then they went to fight. So let's go see what's inside. We're gonna go in and see what's in there. Some floors have no photography, so I won't be able to record anything. But I'll tell you about it probably when I get out. Apparently you can dress like old-timey Japanese people if you really wanted to. During an informative video where we watched 5 videos that were 5 minutes each, so 25 minutes, we learned that everything that I shot and you saw is not real. The reason being, all that stuff burned down, so they've rebuilt stuff, excavated and rebuilt, so it's kind of like a replica, but they actually
rebuilt in the 1600s, so it's still pretty good.
But it's not the original. It's kind of like a rebuilt classic car. So kind of good, I guess, but not you know, pristine mint condition original.
Still 400 years old.
Collector's edition type of stuff. You know, it's not Action Comics #1. This great battle scene is recreated. I imagine if I was a part of this, I would be that guy asking too many questions when the battle's over there. So that would be me in battle. Wait, what's going on? Which way are we going? The horses are coming in first? Then we come in with the guns? Wait, what? Oh my god, they're here already! Ah! You have your Hideo Yoshi, your Hideo Yasu, Hideo Katsu, Hideo Tsugao, Nobu Toshis, Hideo Toshis, Toshi Shada. All these Yoshis. Let that be a lesson. Yoshis are good. We have completed our visit of Osaka Castle. Actually, that's just the main tower, but this whole place is Osaka Castle, so we're still in the castle technically. Anyhow, it was nice, very interesting. Some guy named Hideo Yoshi made that, had a bunch of kids, but he didn't really have a bunch of kids. He adopted them because he was shooting blanks. And so, yeah, then his son, Hideo Yori, pretty much lost it. As soon as his dad died and he became a successor, he lost it. He had to commit seppuku. And then they burned the place down. All this stuff behind me and what you see is all rebuilt because they burned it down. So this is all fake, people. Fake news. Training, ninja training.
I am a ninja, you're a ninja, we're a ninja too.
Samurai. You can't say it the regular way, like samurai or samurai. You gotta say samurai. Oh. Behind me are replica samurai swords, katanas, made by various famous sword makers like this one's by Reggie, the sword maker, Gustavo, the sword maker, and the most famous one, Hattori Hanzo Steel. And here are more swords. From my understanding of anime, before you attack someone with your special attack move, you'd scream something along the lines of Hitten Mitsurugi, and then, you know, all kinds of Japanese characters of images will fly up on the screen, and then multiple images of swords coming in for all directions. It'd be like this attack that no one could defend against, except for maybe one super special counter move that mortally injures you, but also your enemy, because it's such a deliberate attack that, you know, it requires all your strength, from my understanding of Japanese anime. Old man Hideyoshi, standing in front of the cherry blossoms, across the way from his awesome castle. We're making our way to Kuromon Ichiba Market to get some lunch and to do some exploring. The train should be here momentarily. Street market food. So Will, Ham, and I stopped off at this Japanese candy store and proceeded to go to town. There's like almond, there's like matcha Kit Kat. I have some banana biscuit thingies, some kind of goji grapefruit thingies, almond kush pockies. Hold it up, Will. Let's see your treasures. Crisp choco thingies and apple yum yum clusters and whatever the hell those things are.
Lychee something.
Oh my gosh.
Mmm.
It's a taste sensation sweeping the nation.
Really good.
Pam just fed me one of those Kit Kat matcha things. Thing is kick-ass.
So good.
If you're in Japan, buy that now.
This is the darker version. There's 2 green tea ones.
Right now. So Will has bought these lychee and peach flavored jelly thingies, and I'm gonna try one now. It looks delicious. Bottleneck. It's good. It's like gelatinous, almost like Jello, but more firm. And it does taste like lychee. It's good. Not as good as a Kit Kat,
Yeah.
but it's a good competitor. It's like, I can imagine you throwing these in the fridge, and then when you come home from a hard day of work or watching a lot of Game of Thrones and you need something cool. Up next are these banana biscuit thingies. One for each of us.
I guess I'm going first. It says banana on it. It's like bananas or something.
All right.
Not bad.
Now Will's gonna try it. He does not look pleased. And now I'll try it. It tastes like a really soft cake, but heavy banana flavor to it. It's not bad. I
Like
don't.
a preserved Japanese cake chip.
Yeah. It's if you don't like banana, then you'll hate this because good banana flavor. This is where we are, if anybody's wondering, and that's the candy store that we bought all that stuff from. If you're wondering where Jack is, he's separated from us. He's gone off to Tokyo. So it's just the dynamic trio, or actually the three amigos at this point. We're hoping to get either the otter or the dog. We're gonna wager Pam's luck and my luck on this effort.
Oh no, it's the cat.
Will got a raccoon, so it's probably loaded up for something, hopefully the otter.
It's 2 out of 5, and we got already
Wagering.
2 of the bad ones.
Wagering the luck of Ben. Here we go.
Let's see.
I got the fox.
Dog.
The dog. Whatever.
Shiba Inu.
This is what we won. I got the dog, Will got the raccoon, Pam got the cat. We really wanted the otter, and as you can see, we failed. But we will love these like our own, equally. So, we walked for quite a bit and got distracted along the way looking at cool little stores that had anime models and mecha. But we finally got to where we're going, which is the Lionhead Shrine. This is on Pam's Osaka to-do list. We don't really know what we're supposed to do, except stand in front of it. Doesn't quite look like a lion, but legend has it, you stand under it and you tell it tales, and if you say something wrong, it chomps down on you. So we sat at the Lion Shrine for a little while, and now we're walking to this Taito Game Center that we saw along the way. Looks like some gigantic building with arcade games. But, you know, to fuel us and reward us, we're going to try some of this Gucci grape candy. Can you open this up for me, Will? Go ahead and help yourself to one. Let's see how this bad boy tastes. Alright, so here we go. Look at the texture. It tastes like sour grape jelly gummies. Not bad. It's only like 60 cents, but it'll fuel us to look at video games. Go for it, Pam.
Oh no! Oh, I let go! Oh no! That was bad. I didn't realize I let go, and then it just died. Alright, now. Oh no, you let go! I told you you...
Choco candy pie thingy. Looks like that. Here we go. Looks like Rice Krispie treats. Not bad. Tastes like Kit Kats, but flakier. We are at a traditional tonkatsu restaurant. They don't speak any English. They don't have any menus in English. The menu is on the board. So we had to use Google Translate and then just indicate that we wanted 2 of the pork tonkatsu meal set. It includes tofu, tonkatsu sauce, tea, pickles, and so we're not 100% sure how much it will cost either. It'll either cost 1,600 yen or 2,300 yen. Yep. So our pork tonkatsu is here, and it looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and just proceed to eat this without giving a play-by-play because this place is very small and I don't want to disturb the other customers as well as the chef. I think it's the chef, and probably the wife is right there. So there's no need for me to add any more noise and draw any more attention to myself. But I think it's pretty legit. So Pam and I managed to order pork katsu or tonkatsu with, it was a meal set. It was actually very good. The Japanese really know how to fry their meats so that it doesn't taste very greasy, and it was flaky and delicious.
Very light.
It was very light, and the rice was nice. It was like good, you know, poofy. And then the side dishes were miso soup, pickled radishes, and tofu, as well as some miso soup. And then there was some side salad and macaroni salad. All of those were also very good. But I think the winner of the day was the tonkatsu, which came with its own sauce with this really heavy mustard, which is delicious. And then the whole bill came out to be 2,400 yen, which is about 1,200 yen a person. Comes out to about 11 bucks. And you saw from the previous video how much stuff you got, which is fantastic. And we somehow managed to pay the bill correctly by using Google Translate again and pointing. And then we gave her a really big bill, which was 10,000, and hope for the best. And since it's in Japan, they're not in the business of ripping you off, so she gave me the correct change of 7,600 bucks back. So yeah, it was a good experience. Cultural learning experience, if you will. So yeah, stay in school, kids, and learn Japanese, because that will help you when you go to Japan. So that ends day 14. We went to Osaka Castle, walked around a bit, saw this lion shrine that we have no idea why we even went. And then we saw some video games. And then we ate some delicious food. That pretty much wraps it up. I don't really have much to say. This video is a little bit too long already.